Attorneys, today we're going to be talking about AI SEO for law firms, the scams, and the truth. Every agency in legal marketing right now is selling some version of AI SEO, or at least talking about it. Most of them just renamed their existing services. Today I'm going to tell you what's real, what's a scam, and what you should actually be doing this year. Quick context, my name is Hugo E. I'm the founder of Abogados Now. We've helped over 500 law firms nationwide for the last 8 years, generated over $250 million in settlement fees, and we're a Google Premier Partner agency, which puts us at the top 3% of agencies in the world. I'm going to make some agencies very angry with this video. That's fine, I'm used to it, but the reality is that someone has to say it.
Before we continue, a quick note and the only break you'll hear in today's episode. Most attorneys know they should be reaching Hispanic clients, but very few do it well. That's where we come in. At Abogados Now, we build authentic Spanish language campaigns that actually get you more cases and grow your practice. So, if you're looking for a new way to get more clients, book a call with our team today at abogadosnow.com. Now, let's get back to the episode.
So nearly 80% of legal search queries, especially on Google, they now trigger AI overviews. AI overviews are those snippets that you see on the top of your Google searches when a consumer is searching for a personal injury attorney near me, or a family law or divorce attorney near me. That stat comes from Just Legal Marketing, citing zip tie research. The reality is that legal is the most AI disrupted search vertical in America. That is very real. What your agency is doing about it, that might not be. I want to start with the scams because there are some really obvious red flags that should make you walk away from any agency claiming to sell AI SEO. Scam number one, guaranteed AI citations by a specific date. If an agency tells you they can guarantee your firm will appear in ChatGPT or Claude or Google AI overviews by a certain date, they are very much so lying. Here's the thing, unlike traditional SEO tools that give you a lot of visibility on your progress, there is, as of today, which is what is it, May 12th, 2026, there is no dashboard or service where you can see how often ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude cited your firm last month in the country. No such program or software exists. Any agency handing you a report claiming otherwise is measuring something completely different from what they're selling. This doesn't suggest they're committing fraud or that they're entirely based on the scam. They might be giving you data from sample searches on AI platforms and what their outputs are. That's a different measurement. However, it should be noted that you should be asking these questions. What am I looking at in this report? If someone guarantees these AI citations, ask them one simple question. They might stumble when you ask them this very direct question. Credible agencies acknowledge that this is a real limitation right now, but they use manual citation testing, again, limited sample sizes, as part of their process. That is valid. The scam agencies hand you a standard traffic report and call it AI visibility reporting. Scam number two, same old blog post rebranded as an AI content strategy. This is arguably the most common scam in legal marketing right now. Lexicon put it plainly. Many agencies have simply renamed their existing blog posting packages as AI content strategies and their standard on page work, AIO optimization, without building any actual knowledge of how AI citation works. So if your agency's deliverables look exactly as they did a couple years ago, but the invoice now says AI SEO and you're paying a premium, you need to start asking a lot of questions. Sample questions. What specifically changed in your process since AI Overviews launched? If they can't name specific technical changes, like an updated attorney schema, different markups, new FAQ page implementation, citation-worthy content structuring, they really didn't change anything. They just changed the label. Scam number three, they're selling unproven tactics sold as breakthroughs. The AI SEO space is full of agencies putting tactics that have been tested but don't work. Let's take a look at this quote. Most of these tactics are unproven or have actually been proven to not make any measurable difference in AI search visibility. Tactics include you adding the file llms.txt files to your server, having a new FAQ schema that supposedly gets more attraction to AI, and Reddit campaigns. Right now, agencies are selling these tactics, what I call experiments, at premium rates. Right now, the data suggests that they really don't work. If the tactic sounds like a hack, it probably is. Google's deployed nearly 40% of its core updates since 2021 to kill exactly this kind of manipulation. The playbook hasn't changed. Create really good content and have distribution of backlinks to your website. That principle hasn't changed. Now, chapter 4 will inevitably be different, but right now, AI search traffic is less than 1%. So don't let anyone panic you into a new service unless you see a real particular, very unique market opportunity for your firm. Let's take a look at this quote from Bright Edge Research. Combined traffic from ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and other AI search engines represent less than 1% of total website traffic. Organic search traffic, however, grew 18% year over year in June 2025. The sky is not falling. Traditional SEO still drives a vast majority of your search traffic. Anyone telling you to abandon traditional SEO for AI SEO is selling panic. Right now, the agencies doing the right thing are preserving your traditional AI, rather, your traditional SEO structures, but they're telling you transparently what they're experimenting with to get visibility from AI SEO projects. For instance, right now we're experimenting a lot with community outreach, creating content on other third-party blogs as ourselves, the authors. We're also testing press releases, but press releases that are being picked up by actual publications like Forbes, like Bloomberg, etc. Those are needle moves that we're seeing right now in the early days. But can we make any guaranteed outcomes? Absolutely not. We're just telling our clients right now, this is a time to be experimenting. Gartner predicts a 25% drop in traditional search by 2026. However, that still leaves 75%. Don't burn down what's worked for you all these years to chase down what might. Don't panic, buy, preserve your traditional SEO programs, but scale your experimentation in AI SEO. So here are the truths. Here's what's actually real and what you should actually be doing, or at least having conversations about with your marketing staff, your marketing contractors, etc. So let's talk about AI overviews. They're very real and they are reshaping legal search. So AI overviews, the results that show at the top of your Google searches, they now trigger on 48% of tracked queries. That's up 58% year over year. And that number is not going down. And here's something even more interesting. The legal category in any practice area has the highest AI overview trigger rate of any industry at 78%. The shift is very real, even if most agencies are responding to it incorrectly. Also unique to the legal vertical, LLM referred traffic to legal websites more than doubled between 2024 and 2025. So people are finding lawyers through AI, just not a lot of people yet, but the trend line is vertical. And similar to the early days of SEO, you do need to play the game early, plant the seeds early. I equate SEO, even this version of AI SEO, as real estate. It compounds as long as you're always investing in it. So here's another truth. Citation-worthy content is the new backlink. That's the single most important concept in AI SEO. When you search on ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude or Gemini, you notice how they don't show you just a list of websites. They summarize answers. And if your content can be cited as a source in these answers, you're invisible to AI. AI wants answers for their consumers. The firms being cited by AI are the ones publishing really rich, deep, authoritative, very localized, jurisdiction specific content, not the ones with the most backlinks. Those days are gone. Not the ones with the biggest ad spend. Even those days are gone. It's the ones with the best answers. That's the shift. So you're not going to talk about what to do after a car accident in a blog. If you're in Toledo, you're going to cite very specific case law, very specific Ohio rules about how consumers interact with attorneys and how attorneys interact with insurance companies in Ohio. And you're going to make it timely. And you're probably going to give a video that has an explainer from you or someone else on your team on that page. That's rich content. It's not something generic made by a quick AI prompt. The reality is that AI favors boutique firms right now with real expertise over the mega law firms with many, many generic pages. So here's what a credible AI SEO agency actually does, and it's a green flag checklist. So the biggest thing that they're doing is that they're tracking citation performance manually across ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI overviews. It's not automated, it's manual because the automated tools for large sample searches just don't exist yet. A credible agency acknowledges this limitation and does the work anyway. For instance, we do the manual searches on ChatGPT and Gemini to find out of 100 searches, how many times does your firm exist in English and Spanish? But we're also using a service called Gumshoe that does the manual data sampling of, let's call it 100 searches in a week, in a month, in a day. It all depends on the subscription level to give us an answer on how often are you showing up. But does it give us the totality of all searches in your market on these platforms? Absolutely not. We're using sample data, and the sample data at best is directional. Here's the next truth: traditional SEO still works. We're very bullish on it. And we recognize that AI SEO is it's additive, it's not a replacement. This is a nuance many agencies skip in the pursuit of more clients, just more clickbaity marketing. So here's what's interesting. In AI overviews, Google says the same SEO fundamentals still apply to them. Index, helpful content can appear without any special AI markups. Google said this directly. The fundamentals haven't changed. It's just that the distribution channels, the UI, the user experience, that's just always going to change and expand. So here's a smart play. Keep doing great traditional SEO. If you're getting calls, leads, if you're getting increased compounding traffic from your local market, it's doing the job right. You just want to layer in AI optimized experiments and content on top of it. You don't want to replace something entirely new for something that used to work before. You don't want to replace something that's working for you with something that's entirely new territory. You want to add to it. And the firms that are winning in 2026 and beyond, they're the ones that rank in traditional search, but they're also getting cited in AI answers. They're also using services like Gumshoe to validate that you're even showing up in the first place, even in a limited data sample. So let's recap the scams. Guaranteed AI citations by a specific date. Run if anyone's giving you this. They're producing the same old blog posts, but they're rebranding them as some kind of innovative AI content strategy. Usually isn't. Then there's unproven tactics sold as breakthroughs. Again, a lot of this is experimentation. Your agency or consultant should be transparent in that. And lastly, they're panic selling over less than 1% of traffic. Yes, the traffic will grow, but there isn't a real urgency here. To recap the truths, AI overviews are very real, and in legal, they're leading the path. Citation worthy content is now the new backlink. And to know what a credible AI SEO agency does oftentimes means asking a lot of tough questions. And lastly, traditional SEO still works. AI SEO is simply additive. At Abogados Now, we're doing both. We're providing traditional SEO plus AI optimized content for AI experiments. We're just trying to figure out with everyone else what's actually going to work for the next 5, 10, 15 years of consumer search behavior. So, want to know, so if you've yet to do Spanish SEO, or if you're considering AI experiments with your SEO program, we'll audit your situation for free. Book a call. Our link is in the call notes. Let's talk.